Well, hey folks, how y'all doing? Oh man, in the land of grills. Let's go down to these blue ones over here and let's cook on the bigger blue one. That's right, the Masterbuilt 560 Gravity Series charcoal grill, folks. And oh, we're doing a real treat today. I saw Barbecue Brian over at Mad Horse Barbecue, or I can call him Son. I'll leave the link down below. Don't forget to subscribe to him. He did some smoked and then deep fried wings. And he did it on his Oklahoma Joe offset, but we're going to do it on the Masterbuilt today. Folks, stay tuned. This is going to be delicious. All right, folks, there's the 560. If you haven't seen this yet, folks, Tom Horseman YouTube, I got a bunch of videos that shows how I assembled it, did a bunch of reviews on this, did a bunch of cooks on it. I've done some mods to it. That Fun Shelf is a mod. I actually painted it blue. This only comes in black. And we've done a few other things to it, folks. So, and there's going to be more coming. So those of you that are waiting for some additional modifications in the charcoal box, that thing right there is a charcoal box, and then there's a burner down there. This thing has a fan and has a PID controller on that side that holds the heat, and this thing is amazing on how low it can go, like 150-ish, but it can also go all the way up to 700. So this thing is a cooking machine. I believe I called it revolutionary at one point. I believe it is. And we've got 3 full racks here, cast iron on the bottom, so you can use that for searing, but then you've got 3 full racks of cooking area on this thing, and it's just, I tell you what, it's amazing. Why don't I get this fired up? Let's go take a look at those wings. All right, there's our wings, folks. Barbecue Brian likes to separate his wings and drummies. I like to just take off the wing tips. So nice sharp poultry shear here, and just take those off. Got just 1 or more 2 to do. That. And like that. You can use a knife too, but this works real easy. And then for seasoning, folks, make sure you're washing your hands. Remember, this is my dry hand here, so I'm using this stuff, Morton's Nature Seasoning. This stuff is awesome. Onion, garlic, salt, and pepper. It's perfect seasoning for chicken. And we're just gonna put this on Liberty, both sides, and then onto the grill we'll go. All right, there's our charcoal down there. You can see we still have some lump down there. And but today, I tell you what, folks, walking through the land of grills here. If you have the opportunity to pick up this stuff right here, B&B, competition oak briquettes, folks, I ran into Ace Hardware sells these, but here in the Midwest, it's hard to find. I found an Ace Hardware that had 5 bags. I took 4 of them. I felt guilty about taking all of them, but I got 4 of them here, and that's what we're gonna put on there, and that'll give some nice smoke. And this B&B is, like I said, burns hotter, longer, cleaner. Good stuff. All right, folks, just put the wings on 203 on the controller, and we're right around 200, actually a little below. And a lot of times that's because of the drip pan you put in there that affects how it reads on either the temp gauge for the PID or the temp gauge in the hood. Just so you know, if I took that drip pan out there, both of those temps would equalize. So drip pan's in there because I just want to keep the grease in the drip pan and not go underneath. Got the wings on there. I'm gonna let them smoke for about 1.5 hours at 200, and then we'll take a temp there. We don't want to take these up to about 165, 175 before we get the grease on there, and or the oil, I should say, and start deep frying them. So keep on watching. All right, folks, so after about an hour, look at that, smoke is still rolling. This thing just produces smoke like you wouldn't believe. And that's a mod too. I put that vent hood on because the 560 has a slot in the back. I don't know if you can see it there. And what it does is that, especially here in the Midwest, it lets the wind, the rain, the snow in. And I made that to allow it to still breathe, because this thing needs to breathe and it needs to vent, because the more it cycles, the more smoke it'll produce. So you don't want to shut it off completely. You want to leave it open, but at the same time, you want to protect it. And that's what I came up with. All right, folks, just about 1.5 hours in. Let's take a look at them. Oh yeah, I get some nice color on there. And we're probably gonna bump the temp up a little bit. 1.5 hours of smoke is enough. Gonna bump the temp up, get them cooked a little bit more before we get that oil in the pan, and start to deep frying them. All right, folks, just tested the wings, and they're like right around 170, 175. So we're gonna pull those off. Actually, we're gonna put them right in this pan, and we're gonna put another smaller pan in and add our oil and get that going. So I'll give you a look-see at that. All right, this is what we're using. We're using canola oil, And then I've got just a 12 by 12 in there. And you can see I got probably about half the bottle in there. And we're just, the smoke point on canola oil is about 400 degrees. We got the grill set at 385. And we're just gonna get that canola oil. We'll check the temp, make sure it's about 350 before we start actually trying to fry up those chicken wings. All right, so I've never heated oil in this thing before. We got a half a quart of oil. You can see we're right around 425. And like I said, I have no idea. 350 is what I'm looking for. It's been on there for about 10 minutes now. Let's just see what we got here. Oh, over 200, oh, 250, 270, 280. Holy smokes, that's going fast. I had no idea that it would heat it up that quick. So we're gonna let this go just a couple more minutes. 350 is what I was looking for before we start frying up our chicken wings. Stay tuned for that. All right, folks, that was a total of 15 minutes to get up the oil, that half a quart, up to 350 degrees. Now, I've never done this before, so we're just gonna try one wing at a time here and see what happens. That's definitely frying. Let's put another one in there. I think we can fit. I think we're just going to go 3, close this down, and then we'll go for about a minute, and then give them a quick flip. Got to be careful. Oil's definitely hot enough. All right, I'll give you a look-see. All right, there's the first 3. I did about a minute and a half on each side, and they look golden brown. They're hot. And I've got the other 3 in there. I gave it about 2 minutes to recover. Probably should have given it a little bit more. But let's see how the other ones turn off. I'll give you a look-see once they're plated up, folks. Oh, man, look at that. So the bottom 3 I did for a minute, and on each side. Top 3 I did 2 minutes on each side. You can see, look at how nice and golden brown. Look at that. Remember, there's nothing on there except for that Morton's Nature's seasoning. And, you know, it probably could have been a little bit longer because it's not... I was hoping to get really crunchy, but... Don't get crunchy. Oh boy, this is good. Smoked wings, deep fried. Folks, I'm going to try this again. Next time, go longer. I was amazed at how fast that Masterbuilt got that oil, that half a quart up to 350 degrees. That was insane. I didn't think it would go that fast, but it did. So next time we're gonna try and get them a little bit more crunchy, but folks, I'll tell you what, it looks phenomenal. Tastes great. Tom Horseman YouTube. Hey, don't forget Mad Horse Barbecue. Show a little love over there and subscribe. Thanks for watching, folks.